Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Markets. You can see over here in the left corner, bottom corner, it's Tuesday, September 19th, 2017. I'm on Pacific time, it's 8:20. So I place an order in here to sell limit at 59.88. The markers that I had on here was the earlier trades. You can watch the video of that. So trying to get short here on this occasion. And we'll see if it can actually bounce up high enough to get us filled. But I just wanted to get the recording started. Let you know that I do have a sell limit in there. By the way, I'm going to go ahead. The initial stop is going to be, well, here we go. We just got filled. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put the initial stop a little bit higher than I usually would, or as far as the amount of the stop is concerned. I'm put it just above the top of this green, red bar right here. So 95, we're short from 88. So it's going to be a 7-tick risk initially, and hopefully I'll adjust this fairly quickly. On the buying back side, I'm going to try and buy back a couple of these contracts down here, and I think probably a good area to try and get these back, at least in this situation, is probably only about a 4-point profit potential on this one for right now. So I'm going to put that at 84, try and buy back 2 at 84. We're short 4 from 88. And what I'll also do is just use one of these markers here, and I'll put one of them up here at the stop, and I'll place one of them here at our entry. As a matter of fact, what I should probably do is make these a different color, just because we had the other trade already. And I'll go ahead and just change the colors on these, so we know these are associated with this trade, this current trade right here. So go ahead and just put in the marker here, and our entry is right in here, so we're not confused with the blue markers that I've left on here from the earlier trade. So that's it for the moment. I'll go ahead and pause the recording and pick it up when the market dictates. Okay, just want to resume the recording here. I've gone ahead and put a reversal order in at 59.9175. As you can see here, it's now almost 8:30. So we got filled back here, what was that, about 10 or so minutes ago. And so now we've got a green bar, although it's light green, so it's light aggression, but this kind of aggression into a resistance area should not have any follow through. So I'm expecting this to get, for its low to get taken out, but if it doesn't, if we continue to see this one time frame buying up through here, that's why I placed a buy stop to reverse, just to take up this green bar. So that's really what we got going on here right now. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and we'll see what we can get. So that's it for the moment. I'll pause the recording and pick it up when needed. Okay, just resume the recording here. We have been reversed, so we're now long from 59.9175. We were short. By the way, I need to go ahead and cancel this order, and I'm also going to go ahead and put in a sell stop, and this time I'm going to put it just a point below. I'll bring over the data box here, a point below this green bar. So the green bar low, as you can see, is 59.8750. So 59, I'll put in a protective sell stop right there at 59.8650. There we go, right there, sell stop. So just a point below that green bar. So now I'll go ahead and so we were entered here. So this marker here, I'll now change to the stop here, and we know that this one. I'll just leave that arrow there so we know that this was our reversal. Okay, and I'll move this off of here for now. Now, where's our next objective? Well, if I squeeze these together, well, we know that the next objective is this interrange high here at around 95.50, and then obviously the high of the day. And then after that, if I just backtrack a little bit and squeeze this, you can see that the really hardcore selling started around 6,000 even. So that's really our next kind of, target. So I'm going to go ahead and sell half of this position a little bit below that. So if that's at, I'll put it at 98.75 to sell two. 98.75. We're long from 91.75, and we have our stop right here. And then another thing that I'll do is I'm going to use the blue bars again here for this next trade. So got a stop here. Let's see, just move that over. We've got a target here, and I use this other color for the stop. Just move that out of the way for a moment. Put this blue marker in here at 86.50 and put our stop back right there at 86.50. There we go. And then I will go ahead and delete that. So that's the lay of the land at the moment. So we're now long. Now the loss that we took on that was from 87.75 to 91.75. So that was a 3-point loss on that trade. Then we ended up by getting reversal, and we'll do a synopsis of that once this trade is over. So I'll pause the recording and pick it up when you. Okay, just resuming the recording. We are getting a nice, and just gone 9 o'clock here. We are getting a nice rally here, very close to our objective, and I will go ahead as a result. Okay, there, nice. We just got filled. So as you can see, it's now dropped to 2 contracts. So I'm going to bring that stop right here to break even. Well, first of all, I need to change the quantity as well. I need to change that quantity down to 2. So I'll put that, and we'll just put it right at break even there. So moving up nicely. I don't know what's going on in the news or anything like that, but we are getting some nice follow through here. So we're going to keep monitoring this and adjusting the stop. That next trade that I was looking at was at, okay, we put it in. Yeah, we were thinking around 6,000 or so. So we got out of there at 98.75. So that was a 7-point profit on that. So, okay, I should really be adjusting the stop a little bit more because the market's moving nicely. It's moved almost 15 points in our favor. I'm going to bring this up to, well, let's bring it up to 95.75. That'll lock in 4 points as this guy is moving up nicely here. So just want to bring you up to date on that. And I'll probably be, this market is moving quite nicely. If we get another good solid paint bar here, let's get the arrow out. If this comes in as another paint bar, either a blue or a green, I will adjust the stop accordingly. I'll bring over our data box, and the low of this current bar right now is at 125. So I might just be lifting that stop to 0.75 if in fact it does turn out to be a green bar or maybe even a blue bar. So we'll see what we can get out of here. And that's going to probably change here. I don't know how long we've been in this. These are 2-minute bars, of course, the emini Nasdaq, the December contract. So we'll see what color bar we get in here. It should be coming through, I think, any moment here. Let's see. Yeah, just another few seconds. Okay, there. Okay, we didn't. Okay, so I'll just leave the stop where it is for now. I thought we'd get a paint bar there, but we didn't. So really good aggression off of this blue bar, obviously, and now it's maybe calming. But I'll leave the stop in here at 95.75. That does lock in 4 points on the other 2. We made already 7 on the first 2. So once again, I'll go ahead and pause the recording. And we have been in this trade for roughly a little over half an hour. So pause the recording. Okay, I just want to mention a couple of things here. Restarted the recording. It's now 7:22. We've had a nice high velocity move here with formed with the blue bar, so very, very aggressive. I want to bring in the market profile here just to give an idea of likely where that next target could be. So what I've done here is I've just, this is today's action. Let me just get this here. Arrow. So this is today's action here. And what I did from yesterday is, this was early yesterday, where we opened here, moved up, balanced, and then broke lower. So you can see here that what we've done is we've just closed the single prints here off of the profile from the second half of yesterday. Likely area of resistance is the one I was talking about, around the 6,000 area, around 6,000. Well, this is a little higher, 6,002. So in that area is likely resistance. So when you take a look at where the good volume had formed here, and if I split off this J period here when the market sold off yesterday as an example, just to isolate where the market really sold off, and then you can see here that yesterday's action, why, even though we had one time frame from here selling, it was still within this value. So if I merge that value from yesterday's morning, the very early, so this is the first 5 half-hour periods, and this will be about the next 5 half-hour or 4 half-hour periods, whatever. So I'm going to merge those together to get a better indication of where the volume is that occurred here before the market aggressively broke lower. Not just broke lower or started one time frame selling, but actually aggressively broke lower, which was in the J period. So I'm just going to merge that over here, and then you can see here that we've got good volume up in this area, up in here, the most volume up around 13, but a bulk of volume all the way down into here too, which is, let's see, today, which is where we've come up to around that, well, I guess we could call that a little bit higher, where we were on 6. Of course, we've actually made it to, what, 4 or 5 here today. So all I'm really talking about here is this kind of thing where we've got, here's the bulk of the volume here from early yesterday, right? We've come up and tested it. So I'm going to go ahead. If it starts working its way through here, it could get up to the top of that, which is around 14. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit, and then what we can do is go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and put in a sell limit for at least one of these two remaining, should it spike up close to that 14. And I'll put it at, well, we're long from 91, just to make it easy. I'll put it at 1175 to sell one. So it's below that 14, but it still gives us a really nice 20-point profit should it, should it actually, continue all the way through there and spike up, or just rally up to there, whatever. So anyway, just want to bring you up to date on that, and it's now about 10 after 9. Okay, just restarting the recording. Very close to getting stopped here, so I just want to bring you up to date on that. Just came within a tick of it. Our stop is at 59.95.75 for a 4-point. We've locked in other words, we've locked in a 4-point profit on each of these final two contracts, but very, very close to getting stopped here. You can see our support here is down into this area here, so it could still get down into there, but I just didn't want the market to come all the way back to break even after having moved some, what was this? It moved from basically 92 to 04, about 12 points, so I just didn't want to turn that into a break even, so I had to put the stop up, in my opinion, at least a little bit, so that's why I put it into at least salvage 4 points here, but it does look like we might get stopped on that. So at any rate, I will go ahead and pause the recording and pick it back. Oh, well, don't need to. There, we just got stopped on that. So we were in this trade, let's see, we got filled over here around 8:30, and it's 9:38, so it was about an hour and 10 minutes roughly. We made, this was the trade that we reversed, so we ended up by losing 3 3/4 points there, but when we reversed it, we had a nice profit of 8 points on the first two and 4 points on the next two. So 8 and 8 is 16, plus 4 and 4 is 8, so 8 and 16 is 24, but we lost, I think it was 15 on the first one, so the net result was 9 points on that trade. So we had a loser, and then it was reversed for a nice profit. So that's actually our second and third trade today. There's another recording of the first trade today. So you got any questions or comments, you can reach us at info@daytradethemarkets.com. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.